This book shares my story and God's faithfulness. My prayer is that it reminds you God is still writing your story today.
One day I was sitting alone, thinking about my life. My children were all grown. They had families, responsibilities, and lives of their own. The house was quieter than it had ever been. For the first time in many years, I felt lonely. As I sat there reflecting, I decided to take my loneliness to God. I prayed and asked Him to send me a companion, but I didn't just ask for any man. I told God exactly what I was looking for. I wanted someone who shared my faith. He had to love the Lord with all his heart. He had to enjoy evangelism as much as I did, giving out books and sharing God's love with others. I wanted someone who shared my values, including my vegetarian lifestyle. After I prayed, I went on with my life. A few nights later, I had a strange dream. In the dream, I saw two men. I seemed drawn toward one of them while paying little attention to the other. When I woke up, I wondered what the dream could mean, but I didn't think much more about it. Then something unexpected happened. I took my car to a mechanic for repairs. While we were talking, he began telling me that he was looking for a wife. Before I left, he gave me his phone number and made it clear he was interested in me. I was completely caught off guard. As I walked away, I looked up toward heaven and smiled. "Lord," I said, "I think that's number one. I dreamed about two men. Where's the second one?" Not long after that, my friend from Florida called me. She sounded unusually excited. "Ayante, when are you coming to Florida?" she asked. I immediately wondered if something was wrong. "Are you sick?" I asked. "No," she laughed. "I want you to meet somebody." The moment she said it, I remembered my dream. This must be number two, I thought. At first I refused. I had no plans to travel to Florida, but my friend was persistent. She even offered to pay for my ticket. After thinking about it, I realized it was the middle of winter where I lived. A trip to sunny Florida didn't sound so bad, so I agreed. When I arrived at the airport, my friend was waiting for me. Standing beside her was the man she wanted me to meet. We went out to dinner and spent time talking. Over the next few days, I got to know him better. I attended church with him. He joined my friend and me for lunch. We spent time together, walking through a park and sharing worship. The more I talked with him, the more impressed I became. He was intelligent, respectful, kind, and deeply committed to God. Then something happened that completely shocked me. On the second day, while we were walking across a bridge with water flowing beneath it, he stopped, turned to me and said, "I love you and I would like to marry you." I stared at him in disbelief. "What? Are you crazy?" I asked. "You don't even know me." He smiled and said, "I just want you to know my intentions before you go back home." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Soon afterward, I returned home, but we continued talking and getting to know one another. As time passed, I began noticing something remarkable. He was everything I had prayed for. He loved evangelism. He would give away Christian books to strangers. Sometimes he would place money inside the books before giving them to homeless individuals. He genuinely loved serving others and sharing God's love. The more we talked, the stronger our friendship became. I continued praying and asking God for guidance. Before long, he came to visit me. Once again, he asked me to marry him. This time, my answer was yes. 7 months later, we were married. Planning the wedding was not easy. We considered several locations, including Florida, Virginia, and New York. Nothing seemed to come together quite the way we expected, but in the end, God had a beautiful surprise waiting for us. We were married in the backyard of my sister's home, standing on a bridge with water flowing beneath it. The very same setting where he had first asked me to be his wife. As I stood there that day, I couldn't help but smile. What began as a lonely prayer had become a beautiful answer from God. Looking back, I am reminded that God hears every sincere prayer. Sometimes His answers come in ways we never expect, and sometimes they are even more beautiful than we imagined.